1 year ago, I picked up my paintbrushes after years away. I didn't have a plan or a specific goal in mind, but that small decision led to a huge body of work and opportunities I never expected. I'm Erica Broadegam, and in this video, I want to share with you what I made in 2025, how my art evolved, and 3 lessons that you can use if you want to get back into what you love. When I started again, I didn't jump straight into painting. Black pen sketches were my entry point. They require minimal setup and a low pressure way to make art. I began attending sketchbook meetups in Milwaukee, where we would sketch independently and then share. This helped me rebuild the habit of making art without judging the results immediately. You don't need ideal conditions to begin. You just need to be around other creatives to make the process feel normal again. As I moved back into acrylics, I kept my subject matter simple by painting everyday moments from my own photos. In March, I saw a call for self-portraits by Wisconsin artists for a local museum. I almost talked myself out of it, but decided to transform a metal jewelry box I had designed and fabricated previously into a sculptural self-portrait. This piece was accepted and exhibited in the museum. Learn about calls for arts and residencies early, and always apply even if you don't feel ready. I realized that perfectionism was the thing that was keeping me stuck for 3 years. I forced myself to work quickly, experiment more, and focus on the process instead of the outcome. At an art showcase, I noticed that strangers were connecting deeply with pieces I had almost given up on. I had started mixing media, using pen and acrylic markers together to see what would happen, going with plein air sessions that made me forced to work in the moment. You don't get to decide what resonates with others. Your only job is to show up and make the work. As I stayed consistent, the opportunities seemed to compound on each other. I was named runner-up in a magazine cover competition and invited to participate in a curated showcase. During low energy periods when painting felt like too much, I allowed myself to go back to simple pen drawings. This allowed me to stay connected to my practice without burning out. Consistency doesn't mean doing the same high-intensity task every day. It means refusing to disconnect completely. To close out the year, I displayed my entire body of work in my very first art showcase. Seeing all of that work together made my progression feel incredibly clear. I also created tote bags and magnets to turn my art into objects people could take home. Watching people choose my work to be a part of their lives was the most meaningful way to end the year. I didn't realize how stuck I was until I finally started moving again. And what changed wasn't my level of talent. It was my willingness to show up and be seen. If you're thinking of starting your craft again, start smaller than you think you should. Building community, applying for things before you're ready, and experimenting and allowing yourself to make imperfect work is the way to get progress. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need momentum.